Whilst the cars are ultimately the stars, it's the people behind the scenes that are the real stars of the show. Here's a look at what they do. So the crew that work on car 17 are race engineer. The race engineer is responsible for making the car fast. He does all the communication with the drivers. He's looking at the data, working behind the scenes day and night to make sure that car 17 is the fastest and the best placed Shell V-Power Mustang that it can possibly be. The data engineer is responsible for making sure that everything is running fine behind the scenes of the car, checking sensors, looking at all the additional data that the race engineer doesn't have time to, looking at fuel used, tyre wears, all that sort of stuff that aids the performance of the car. The number one mechanic is the main guy that works on the car. While the engineers are off the car looking at their laptops and going through data and stuff, the number one mechanic is the guy that makes sure all the nuts and bolts, everything on the car is safe, secure and mechanically sound. He has a responsibility to work with the engineer and make the changes to the car. There's also working with the driver, making sure the driver's comfortable and the car's mechanically reliable. The number two mechanic on the car 17 Shell V-Power Mustang is the number one's offsider. They work together as a team. One might work on the front, the other might do the changes in the rear. He's guided by the number one mechanic, usually a little bit less experienced, but still just a very safe pair of hands and learning his craft and potentially on his way to be a number one mechanic also. We also have an extra hand, or a third mechanic if you like. He's responsible for helping out the guys when they need fuel done, putting tyres on the car, helping get the setup patch ready, all sorts of jobs in and around the car itself. Cleaning, making sure the Shell V-Power Mustang looks nice and shiny and very presentable. The tyre technician is responsible for looking after the tyres. Over the course of a race weekend, we can get anywhere from 32 to 60 tyres allocated. So they're a full-time job, cleaning rims, checking tyre pressures, doing the depth on the tyres, and everything associated with the tyres going on the car. Also working with the race engineer as to which tyres go on the car at the right time, at the right pressure. Probably one of the most important jobs in the team. And finally, the last piece of the puzzle for car 17 is the driver. Will Davison, he's the star. He's the one that gets his name in lights. He drives the car, he does a fantastic job, and Will's out there sometimes in boiling heat for long times during the races, doing his utmost best to get the best result for the team and bring us home some trophies. That's the team behind the driver and associated with the car.